start now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I, Deya Chalasya, hereby welcoming you all to the debate named Ideas from Youth for Viksit Bharat, organized by the Lotia Center for Experiential Learning, Innovation and Incubation. As we know, every year 12th Jan is celebrated as the National Youth Day. It is the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. He was a symbol of high thinking and simple living. This day reminds us the importance of Swami Vivekananda in our time. Swami Vivekananda was born on 12 January 1863. He was one of the most distinguished personalities of India. Now, I would like to call our coordinator, Dr. Pankaj Pathania, to speak up about the day.
Very good afternoon, everyone. On the behalf of Lotia Center for Experiential Learning and Innovation and Incubation, तो बच्चे बेसिकली GCL2 लैब है और आज जो इवेंट कर रहे हैं ये बेसिकली क्या है, ये हमारा बर्थ एनिवर्सरी ऑफ स्वामी विवेकानंद है। नेशनल यूथ डे हम सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं और इसका बेसिक जो थीम है वो है विकसित युवा विकसित भारत। तो आज का जो डिबेट है वो इसी पे ही है कि हमारा जो वो विकसित भारत जो कि 2047 जो ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर का ड्रीम है, हम सबका ड्रीम है, तो उसके लिए बच्चों का या फिर युवाओं का क्या रोल है, इसके ऊपर जो हमारा डिबेट्स होगा। तो इसमें जो भी पार्टिसिपेंट है वो एक एक करके अपना जो आइडियाज हैं वो डिस्कस करेंगे कि किस तरह से हम 2047 जो कि मतलब टारगेट सेट है उसको अचीव कर पाए। और आप बच्चों के लिए गलगोटिया इनोवेशन सेल के लिए बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं। तो हम नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर से मैं सब बच्चों को चाहता कि सबको ड्रोन्स के रिलेटेड जो है वो ट्रेनिंग आपको दे, क्योंकि ड्रोन्स जो है वो विकसित भारत के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। यदि हम डेवलप नेशन की बात करेंगे तो मैं आप सबसे मतलब प्रॉमिस करता हूँ कि आप बच्चों को सबको इक्विप करूँगा इस चीज़ों से लेके। आज भी हमारा एक ड्रोन सेशन हुआ है सेकेंडरी वन में, ठीक है। तो मैं प्रॉमिस करता हूँ और मेरे साथ आप जो सब जुड़े रहें और आप आगे हम जो आप बच्चों के लिए कुछ बेहतर कोशिश करेंगे, ठीक है। तो नेक्स्ट नाउ
Some of the participants who want to debate on the topic. I would like to call Soumya Dixit of CSAI MLB.
Hello everyone, myself Soumya Dixit and I am from branch CSIMLB, and today I am present in front of all of you to share my views regarding the Viksit Bharat 2047, a mission set by our government. So first of all I would like to introduce about this mission to all of you, that Viksit Bharat 2047 is a vision of the government of India to make India a developed nation by the 100 years of its independence, that is in 2047. The vision encompasses various aspects of development including economic growth, social progress, environmental sustainability and good governance among others. So what are the things that the government should achieve in 2047? These are that in 2047 envision a Viksit Bharat that is a leader in innovation and technology. India will have a thriving startup ecosystem with cutting edge technologies such as AI, blockchains and quantum computing being developed and deployed across various sections. The country will have a robust digital infrastructure with 5G networks and smart cities being the norm. And so what are the different aspects in which this Viksit Bharat can be developed, so that India can become a developed country since from 2047? The first one is the economic growth. In terms of economic growth, India will have a diversified economy with a focus on sustainable development. The country will have a thriving manufacturing sectors with a focus on green technologies and renewable energies. In the social spheres, India will make a significant strides in the gender equality and social justice. The country will have a robust healthcare system with universal access to quality healthcare being a reality. Education will be a top priority with digital literacy being a focus area. In terms of economical sustainability, India will make significant progress in reducing carbon emissions and promoting renewable energies. The country will have a strong focus on conservation and sustainable development with a thriving eco-tourism industry. Finally, in terms of governance, India will have a transparent and accountable government with a strong focus on citizen participation and public service. The country will have a robust legal system with access to justice being a reality for all. India will also be a leader in international diplomacy with a strong voice on the global stage. To achieve this goal of Viksit Bharat 2027, India needs to focus on various aspects of development, including economic growth, social progress, environmental sustainability, and good governance. So now I am going to discuss some steps which can be taken to achieve this goal successfully. So first step is to invest in skill development and education. For this, because this will help to create a pool of skilled professionals who can contribute to the growth of economy. Second, to promote innovation and entrepreneurship. This will create new jobs and drive economic growth. Third, invest in infrastructure. This includes investing in areas such as transportation, energy and telecommunication. Fourth, promote sustainable development. India needs to promote sustainable development to ensure that economic growth is achieved in environmentally sustainable manner. Fifth, to promote social justice and gender equality. For this, India needs to promote social justice and gender equality by promoting access to quality healthcare and education and ensuring that women have equal rights and opportunities. Sixth and the final step that I think is to promote good governance. So these are the just few steps that can be taken to achieve the goal of Viksit Bharat 2047. It requires a concentrated effort from all stakeholders, including government, private sector, civil society, and citizens to make up this vision a reality. So let's work together to build a better India for the future generation. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Our second participant is Aditya Chauhan from EC.
As we all are aware that India was the world leader at the time of 1500th century during the reign of Akbar, and India was controlling 25% GDP of the world. But now the Britishers that came from foreign countries to trade in India, they found that India is having a high source of export that were spices, yarns and clothes. But they all control over the trade by their capabilities of just capitalizing the country.
Yes.
So ये हुआ था, लेकिन it is around 11 trillion now, will increase up to 44 trillion, and the population will increase up to 850 billion, and we will have the
India has 120 crore mobile phone users and 80 crore internet users. Proudly say India has a 40 crore UPI users. Talking about science, we have set a new milestone.
Honorable DG sir, respected coordinators, Dean sir, Director sir, and my dear friends. This is Aditya Chauhan standing before you all from EC first year. Today I am going to deliver a speech on ideas from youth for Viksit Bharat. National Youth Day is celebrated each year on 12th January since 1984, and it is also known as Rashtriya Yuva Divas. The day is observed to commemorate the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, one of the greatest philosophers and spiritual leaders. The day aims to make a better future for the country by motivating the youths of the country through the way of their life and ideas of Swami Vivekananda. The youth holds the power to shape the future of the world, the heroes to empower the energies that will define the future. 2047 is the year India is going to celebrate its 100 years of independence, century of Indian independence. Our country has made a remarkable and phenomenal progress since independence. However, the transition since 1947 in terms of economic growth, education, employment, urbanization and development reflect the rural versus urban Indian scenario. There were several countries, those who got independence along with India. But due to some political and diplomatic issues, several continuous years, India found it difficult to make a required progress in its initial years in the field of education and employment, and also economic growth. But it doesn't mean that India is slow. Westerns used to see India as the same way we used to see Bihar years ago. Western defined India as the land of snake charmers in their texts, in their books. India was never an illiterate and poor country until Britishers came and looted $45 trillion between 1765 to 1938. India is reviving itself. New York is 3 time zones ahead of California, but that doesn't make California slow. Everybody works on their time zone. The world leaders and the leading countries look towards India as a ray of hope. Many world leaders have already predicted that 21st century is going to be the Indian century. India gave many top leaders and CEOs to the world, serving globally. Ms. Kamala Harris, the Vice President of US, is from the Indian origin. Mr. Rishi Sunak, the UK United Kingdom's President, is from the Indian origin. The country that once ruled over India, United Kingdom. They are the top global CEOs, global companies who have hired the CEOs from India, like Sundar Pichai from Google, Satyanarayan Nadella from Microsoft, Santanu Narayan from Adobe, Arvind Krishna IBM, and the list goes on. India is among the 5 largest economies by nominal GDP and 3rd largest in purchasing power capacity. India has evolved into the fastest growing economy and superpower since the beginning of 21st century. India is going to rule in each and every field in the next 25 years. The directional efforts and vision of the top bureaucrats and leaders have made it possible. When the countries were in dilemma that how will they reach moon, India made it to South Pole recently in the last year. ISRO made it possible and surprised the world by landing on the moon's South Pole. With the lowest budget possible, they made half the budget that was. With the lowest budget possible, they made it possible to reach the moon's South Pole. Half the budget that Western cinemas and Hollywood industries make their Star Wars movies. Isn't it surprising that how ISRO scientists and engineers have made it possible? India also launched its solar mission last year. Recently, Aditya Alvar.
Good afternoon to all of you. Myself Richi Mishra, and today I am here to share my ideas on the topic Viksit Bharat. Viksit Bharat represents a nation where education empowers, healthcare is accessible, technology builds, innovation and governance and transparent. This pursuit is not only about material progress but also about nurturing values, ethics and a sense of cultural responsibility. Ultimately, achieving the goal of Viksit Bharat contributes to the well-being and progress of the nation as a whole, ensuring a balanced and harmonious society. In envisioning our Viksit Bharat, inspired by the teaching of Swami Vivekananda, it would prioritize spiritual awakening alongside material progress. Education would not only focus on academic knowledge but also on character building and moral values. The society would be inclusive, embracing diversity and recognizing the divine essence in the every individual. Governance would be driven by selfless service, aiming for the welfare of all the citizens. The nation would stand as a comparison, wisdom and unity, reflecting Vivekananda's vision of a spiritually enriched and harmonious society in 2047. There is a pivotal role of youth in building our developed and enlightened India. Youth are the future leaders who can guide the nation towards progress. Youth can be envisioned as a force that is dedicated in the serving others, contributing to community welfare and addressing social issues. Youth have the ability to drive economic growth through creativity and enterprise. Youth should embrace spiritual values and personal growth, which leads to a balanced and harmonious society. By embodying all these principles, the youth can fulfill a dynamic and transformative role in the development of a prosperous and enlightened India. Thank you and have a nice day.